fans take centre stage for a game that certainly rivals any other this weekend for intrigue and curiosity. Nuno out and Gin and back in North London for his first game in charge of Nottingham Forest. You couldn't really script him. Success.
Nottingham Forest's clash with Arsenal may have ended with 3 points going to the Gunners, but the post-match headlines were dominated by one stormy moment inside the penalty area that left Chris Wood furious and Forest fans seething. The incident came midway through the second half, with the game still finely balanced. Wood drove into the Arsenal box, battling past his marker, before being bundled to the ground under clear defensive contact. Forest players immediately raised their arms in unison, convinced the referee had no option but to point to the spot. To their disbelief, the official waved play on. Within seconds, Arsenal surged upfield and scored, effectively swinging the momentum of the match. For Wood, this was not just an unfortunate call, it was a moment that defined the outcome. From his perspective, the contact was obvious, the foul undeniable, and the penalty inevitable. Instead, the decision was dismissed both by the referee on the pitch and by the video officials, leaving Forest empty-handed in what could have been a game-changing situation. The refusal to award a penalty has fueled a narrative of unfairness that continues to linger around fixtures involving the Premier League's biggest clubs. Many argue that if the same incident had occurred at the other end, with a high-profile Arsenal attacker like Gabriel Martinelli or Bukayo Saka involved, the referee's whistle would have sounded instantly. It is this sense of double standards that has drawn the harshest criticism. The controversy has also placed the spotlight firmly back on VAR, a system designed to remove doubt but one that seems to have created more confusion. In this case, the technology appeared invisible, with no intervention despite multiple replays showing clear contact inside the area. Critics are left asking, what exactly is the threshold for overturning an on-field decision, and why does it seem to shift from week to week? This was not the first time Nottingham Forest have felt aggrieved this season. Decisions against them have piled up, and frustration has been simmering within the squad. For a club battling in the lower half of the table, these fine margins are monumental. One penalty could mean a point saved, a match turned, or even survival in the top flight. To walk away from a game feeling robbed only adds to the pressure that already surrounds a relegation fight. Meanwhile, Arsenal are left in the uncomfortable position of benefiting from a call that many neutrals believe was incorrect. Their performance was strong overall, full of energy and attacking intent, but the shadow of the penalty incident threatens to overshadow the victory itself. Critics argue that while Arsenal's quality cannot be denied, the perception of big clubs receiving favorable decisions only strengthens when matches like this unfold. The referee's decision is also likely to attract scrutiny in the official post-match review conducted by the Premier League's refereeing body. While such reviews often remain behind closed doors, previous high-profile errors have sometimes led to public acknowledgements of mistakes. Should this incident fall into that category, it would provide Nottingham Forest with some vindication, though the points lost would remain unrecoverable. For Chris Wood personally, the moment was one of bitter frustration. Strikers thrive on small margins. A touch too heavy, a mistimed step, or a defender's desperate lunge can all swing a contest. In this case, he will feel he did everything right, only for justice to be denied. His determination to fight for his team in a crucial relegation battle makes the incident sting even more. The broader debate circles back to the health of officiating in the Premier League. Week after week, managers, players, and pundits call for consistency, yet situations like this continue to unfold. When referees appear reluctant to make big calls against top sides, trust in the system erodes. For fans, especially of clubs outside the elite, there is a growing sense that the playing field is tilted. Arsenal, on the other hand, continue their pursuit of glory at the top of the table. Their supporters will argue that every title contender benefits from some luck along the way and that focusing on one controversial moment ignores the balance of the match. They will point to the chances created, the energy in midfield, and the defensive resilience that secured the result. But even in victory, the lingering accusation of having escaped punishment will not disappear quickly. For Nottingham Forest, the defeat leaves them staring at an uphill battle. Match